All right, so today we're going to be using the distributive property and then solving the equation. So the distributive property, we take 2 times the x minus 2 times 3, we get 2x minus 6 equals 6. We then look for, do I have to combine like terms? Do I have variables on both sides? You're asking yourself, what do I need to do next to get my answer? Okay, so here's my variable. Eventually, I want the x down here by itself. So I'm going to get rid of the minus 6 by adding 6. So we get 2x is equal to 12. To undo the dividing by 2 or multiplying by 2, we divide by 2. And we get x equals 6. Number 2, it's the same process, only our distributive property will be on the right side. So the negative 2 stays the same, equals, and we go 2 times x, 2x, plus 2 times 2, 4. Combine like terms, nope. Variables on both sides, nope. I continue solving. This is a 2-step equation. So I subtract 4, subtract 4. Some of you are still getting this math wrong. Okay, it's a negative 2 minus 4, negative 6. And that will equal 2x plus 0, which is just 2x. To undo the multiplying, we will divide. And when we divide, we get negative 3 is equal to x. Now, I worked out the problem with the x on the right side because I didn't have x's on both sides. I only had the one x on the right side, so I just worked through the problem. Number 3. First thing I have to do is the distributive property here. The 9x stays. This will be 8x plus 4. Plus 4. I have variables on both sides, so I am always going to get rid of the one on the right. That'll be 1x equals 0 plus 4 is 4. 1x equals 4 is the same as x equals 4. Number 4, again, distributive property. Hopefully you've recognized the theme here. Distributive property, so we go negative 3x plus 27 equals 0. That is now a 2-step equation. So we're going to subtract 27 from both sides. Negative 3x plus 0 is a negative 3x equals 0 minus 27, negative 27. I'm multiplying by a negative 3, so I divide by the negative 3. X equals 27 divided by 3 is 9. So we get a positive 9. Now, if I'm going too fast, just remember to tell me or whoever the teacher is in the room to pause so you can finish copying things down if I'm going too fast. All right, number 5. Again, distributive property. 5 times n is 5n plus 5 times 8, 40 is equal to 9n. I have variable term on both sides, so I'm going to get rid of the one on the right. Subtract the 9n. subtract the 9n. 5n minus 9n is a negative 4n plus 40 equals 0. Some of you put the equal sign in odd spots. The equal sign is to the left of the 9n, so it's going to stay left of the 9n until that is 0, and then it stays left of the 0. I can't just randomly move a number from one side to the other side. Okay? That process of moving it from one side to the other side is the subtracting 40. Okay? That's how you legally move it from one side to the other side. So you get negative 4n is equal to negative 40. I'm multiplying. To undo the multiplying, we divide. So we divide by the negative 4. And we get n equals 10. All right, number 6 is the same thing. It has a little bit more to it. But I'm going to start with the distributive property. So everything else I'm going to copy down. Now, some of you might recognize you can combine these two terms, and you could do that in this step. I will wait. Negative 6x minus 6. I am now going to combine these two terms. Now, when you do that, this is a negative 4 minus 2. So in your calculator, it's a negative 4 minus 2, and that is a negative 6. Still subtracting, the 10x is equal to a negative 6x minus 6. I have variables on both sides. I'm going to get rid of the one on the right. To get this to be 0, I have to add 6x. I still have my negative 6, and negative 10 plus 6 is negative 4, or minus 4x, equals, and then 0 minus 6 is minus 6. I now have a two-step equation. There are two terms over here. They're not like terms, okay, equal to a value, and that value could be 0, but it's equal to something. So to work through this, process through it, I add the 6 to both sides. I get negative 4x is equal to 0, and then divide by the negative 4, and we get x equals 0. Number 7. This negative, I need to distribute the negative to both pieces. So you could write negative x plus negative 3 equals negative 6. Or you could write negative x minus 3 is equal to negative 6. Both are the same, plus a negative or minus the 3. Okay, same thing, but notice negative and the negative went to both terms. Now I solve, it's a two-step. So I add 3. So I get negative x is equal to a negative 3. And then divide by the negative 1. And I get x equals 3. Let's do one more. Of course, I had to have decimals. So if you didn't have your calculator out, hopefully you're getting it out, because you're going to need it. Or maybe you won't, I don't know. So first thing, distributive property. So we get 2.93x plus the 2.93 is equal to the 8.79. Some of you would multiply each of these by 100, so you don't have decimals. It's up to you what you want to do. I'm going to leave it like that. My next step, the two-step, I got to subtract the 2.93, subtract the 2.93. And I have 2.93x is equal to, and then the 8.79 minus 2.93 is equal to 5.86. And then the last step, divide by the 2.93. And we get x is equal to, divide by 2.93, 2. X is equal to 2. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to get started on this IXL, which is IXL Y14. You don't have to finish it. Tomorrow, we will go over these four, and then you'll need to finish the IXL. This IXL, I believe everybody can finish it, so it's not going to be show 16 problems and you're done. You have to actually get a score of 85. Okay? So you're working on it for a score of 85, and remember, you'll have work time tomorrow to get through the rest of it, because we'll cover these four tomorrow. All right. Good.